and welcome to Additio Centers. If you have logged in, now the first thing you need to do is to create the school years and the educational stages. These will appear later here. How do we do that? We need to go into settings and go until maintenance, educational stages and school courses. For example, let's create first the educational stages. This means, for example, preschool, primary, secondary, college. By default, you will not have anything here. You will need to create these stages here in the plus symbol. You can put a name, for example, college, an educational stage, and then you can indicate the different courses you have. For example, first, second, third, and fourth. Once you have this, click on save, and this will appear automatically in the educational stage list. The next thing we need to do is to create the school courses. To do so, we go to Maintenance School Courses. By default, you will not have any course here. To create one, just go to the plus symbol and you can create a new academic year. For example, course 25-26, which will be the next course. Here we have different states. It can be active, draft, or closed. This is useful because we can work with past courses which are closed, active courses which are taking place currently, and also if we want to work on future courses, we can leave them on draft. This one we will, for example, leave it in draft. Type which will be the start date and the target date. For example, the 1st of September 25, and then, for example, 30 June 26. Let's click on save and it will be created as draft because we have decided it will be like this. The next thing we need to do is to import the teachers only if we don't have them already. To do so, we go to the menu, settings, and we go down to import center data from file. We click here and we see different options. If we click in import teachers list, we will need to follow a few steps. First, we will need to download a template in Excel format, which will be very easy. Then we will select this file, and then we will have all the information here. We will be able to write down a temporary password for our users, but they will need to change it the first time they sign in. And then we will be able to choose the user language and choose if we want to send a welcome email to the users. If we click import, all these teachers will be in users teachers. Now we already have the teacher. The next step is to import the students and the different base groups that we will have in the school. To do so, we go to the menu, settings, and we go down to import center data from file. Here we will need to choose the first option, import groups and students from current course. If we click here, we will need to follow a similar process as the uploading the different teachers from the center. Here we will need to download a template, which is like this, but it will be empty, and then we will follow a process. This template will be empty. We will need to fill this template with the different information from the students. For example, we will need to write down the different groups. For example, here we have two groups, 1A and 1B, and then the academic year, the stage these students are in, the course, etc. And then for each student, we can fill in all the information and also the information from the responsibles of these students. Another page, and we can see the different teachers that are assigned to each group. Remember, we have created two groups, 1A and 1B. If we write down the emails of the teachers to each group, this will be automatically assigned in Additio Centers. Once we have this Excel filled in, we can download it in an Excel format, and then we go back to Additio Centers and follow the steps. For example, here we will select a file, for example, this one, and we will see all the information here. We will see the information about the groups and students and also about the teachers. Here we can select if we want to add these students to existing groups, if we have already created them, or if we want to create new groups. If we don't have any groups yet, we will need to not select this. If we click import, the students will be created in the center. As we can see, if we go to base group cohorts, we will see the two different groups we have created with the students inside these groups. Finally, remember that we said that we have assigned different teachers to these base groups. If we want to see what teachers are assigned to this group, we only need to go inside this group, the three dots, is teachers, group teachers. If we click here, we can see that Yvette and Sonia are the teachers of this group. We can click here and we can add and change anything. We click on save and done.